Yeah, this is a message to my bros on my homies part two. So the thing is, guys, some of y'all know I told y'all I've served approximately 380 something thousand patrons in Chicago International Airport from 2004 to 2010. And I know people very well. I know all their mannerisms. I know everything they do when they try to pacify you, when they try to be relatable, when they try to play the good cop and the bad cop and all that stuff. Today, guys, I ain't gonna lie, I've been in such a bad mood. And when I'm in a bad mood, I start seeing 144s everywhere. So when people try to be relatable to me, understand that until somebody is actually with me in my face in this car, I'm only gonna take it with a grain of salt. Um, right now, I feel like people are trying to be relatable and pass it. People only can be people. I understand it. I'm not, but this is why you know these people who thought they were isolating me, I actually isolated myself because I'm not like these people. I've always gotten very irritated with people growing up. Even you can ask people who know me growing up. People used to come and spend the night over my house, and I used to tell them I don't even like this person. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, I just did not really like people that much growing up. Just didn't. That's why once again the whole thing about isolating me. It's like, man, who came up with this plan? That was the total 360. I came into this world wanting to be isolated. I don't get along with people like that. Because people they always in their emotions, always carrying their ego on their shoulder. I'm sick of babysitting motherfuckers, man. If they can't, have their own personality and be comfortable with who they are and stuff like that, I just don't want to do. I'm so comfortable in my own skin, and that's what bothers people the most. See, that's what bothers people. So I just learned to stay away from people. I don't understand people, and it seemed like they've gotten weaker over the years. Because remember, I was born in the '80s, well, 1980, but people just seem to have they had a tougher skin. Now everybody's just so fucking emotional. I can't stand it. Everybody's so fucking emotional, man, about everything. People try too hard to please people and all this type of stuff. I don't do that shit. This is why I'm making this video. You know, like I said, I could be nice, but then there's this other side of me where it's like, I feel like people pulling my strings, pacifying. Then you be nice, and then people start saying thank you, and then they're nice to you back, and then next thing oh, they let you know they know some stuff about your life, and then next thing you know, okay, now they're throwing their little religious tidbits in the air and how they feel about race and all, and it's like, okay, you know what I mean, like, okay, I feel like you're pulling my strings now. You see, I'm comfortable who I am in my belief system, and I'm not going to be baited into anybody's conversation about religion or how they feel. See, and this is why I say, this whole thing about people stealing my inheritance. Do y'all know I really don't even give a fuck? Like, I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, I guess you could say maybe if I had a wife and kids and they was starving, I mean, hungry, yes, but really, I just be want to get left the fuck alone. This is why my ancestors wanted me to have this because they knew I wasn't like these other people. Okay, yeah, I mean, if I had a lot of money, I'd probably buy me a nice pickup truck, something like that. And I don't know, I wouldn't do much. My mind has always been geared towards helping other people evolve. That's it. But people seem like they want to come in my life and micromanage me. And then they want to see what rubs me this way or what rubs me that way. And then that's when I say, okay, I'm tired of that now. Then I got to get away from that person. And it happens with everybody. It's not a certain race or color. Like, it happened with everybody. I only can take people for so much, man, of their shit. But they do to me, I just see the same. It's like very repetitive. They do this, then they do that, then they do this, then they do that, then they do that. It's like I'm just sitting up there knowing they're gonna do it. Knowing that they're expecting a reaction to see if I'm gonna do A or I'm gonna do B. So right now I still feel like I'm being micromanaged and it's just kind of pissing me off. People are still sitting back looking at me like a science project, just like they did when I was growing up. What's the difference? Money can't save us, that's for sure. So, you know, all that shit about the repetitive they teach this stuff in psychology. They do it in music when you say things repetitively to get into the person's head. You know, I'm just sitting there and I'm just looking like, I wonder how long this individual going to do this and know that I know exactly what they doing. I know what book they got out of everything. You know, so that's when we're not relatable anymore. And then I have to let the person know that I feel like they pull on my strings and they pacify me, and I hate that shit. This shit. What do people actually think this shit is about? Do they really think it's about money? Because you throw a little money at a nigga's supposed to start hopping and skipping and jumping, and now I'm just gonna be everybody's best friend. That's what I make people think until they start acting silly, and then I gotta let them know again. Don't get it twisted. You understand? Unless somebody is in my face, seeing what I'm seeing, mm-mm. I just be. That's why I would just be wanting to be left the fuck alone.